See, so one of the really important things for people to have to be able to believe in themselves is they've got to overcome fear. They've got to overcome their fears. And they've got to understand that a part of the formula in doing that is actually humility. Because see, if you're a fearless person and you don't have humility, what you end up being is someone arrogant and willing to do any and everything for gain. So that's not the type of person that I recommend putting your heart and your mind to becoming. That's not the kind of character I would recommend trying to chisel out into this world, right? One of my favorite piece of wisdoms to hold on to and remember, I've known it for about 10 years now. It's that when you leave this life, you're gonna leave with two things, only two things. And that's the relationships and the character that you've built in your life. And to build a life, to become the best that you can possibly be, and to believe in yourself, it is absolutely imperative that we overcome fear. But it's also as imperative and important to include growing in humility. I mean, see, you hold on to humility while becoming brave, and you'll grow. Without the humility, growth is going to be impossible. And there's nothing worse than a human being believing in themselves so much, but not having humility. That's what you call a narcissist, right? We don't want to be like Narcissismos. That's the Greek fella's name. We want to be the people who, yes, can find courage, yes, can find bravery, yes, can find serious belief in one's abilities and the ability to gain ability, you know? And we do that on a path of being humble, so we can ask for advice, we can slow down and look into ourselves and look out of ourselves and learn lessons from the mistakes that we make. And that's so fundamental. But we've got to overcome fear. We've got to overcome it. I've allowed fear to get in my way of so much of me becoming the best that I could be. And sometimes you've just got to hit a rock bottom. And the truth is, most people are I don't want to say meant to be, but will end up being nothing more than average in whatever it is, whether it be in their job as a parent, their job as a gas station attendant. It doesn't matter. You even have CEOs that are just average, right? You have coaches that are just average. But I contend that with every breath that you take, the purpose of your life can be fulfilled by first understanding that you can be more than average. And why is that so important? Because the purpose that we all have in this life, to become something so much more than who we are today, will depend on a hard fight. A hard fight that most of us will give up. A fight that we shouldn't give up. And that kind of fight is going to require fearlessness. And that kind of fearlessness is going to require humility, because that process of, in that life, to live it out, the full potential of your purpose is going to require that you learn as much as you can possibly learn. And the only way we can learn is when we're knocked down and we open up through humility. And without that, we are just arrogant. And if we're arrogant, we are essentially, doesn't matter how smart we are, how good looking we are, how tall we are, how wealthy we are, how much stuff we've got. If we have that kind of arrogance, well, congratulations, we are just blind. Period. And it may be especially so that we don't see it. We don't see ourselves, myself, as blind with that kind of mind-blowing arrogance. But we've got to overcome fear. We've got to overcome the fear of making mistakes. We've got to overcome the fear of letting people down. We've got to overcome the fear of being alone. We've got to overcome the fears that come up and cause distractions and give us doubt. And in conjunction with all of that, one of the most important things we can do to overcome our fears is to actually just get up and go. Get up and move. The bullet in the gun is no good except when it comes time and you are on the defense, you're being attacked, and the trigger pulls, the bullet moves, and it moves towards the target, it hits the target, and the target falls down. The bullet serves or means or is nothing until the bullet hits its target. So we've got to go, we've got to move, we've got to be the bullet, or be like a bullet, fired out of the gun towards its target to take the target down. You got to be fearless. And you've got to wrap your approach toward fearlessness in humility so that you can learn. I hope you have a blessed day.